Today I'm gonna react to another trains I wanna see on SCR video. I was requested by Max's Transport Diaries to react to his video on trains he wants for SCR. Oh boy, this should be interesting. As always, the link to the original video is in the description of this video if you wanna see it for yourself. Let's get this started now.
Hi guys, Max is here. Yes, and as you can see, voice cover is back. Today I'll show you trains in SCR that I really want to see. Let's go.
Okay, let's see what trains you want for SCR.
Number 1, the Class 490 on Stepford Connect. This train is an Ocostrom DB train in real life, and also in real life this train is 3 coaches long, but has double and also triple variants. But in SCR it has only single and double variants. It's very similar to the 745 and 755.
I don't agree with the first suggestion, for a very good reason. The Class 490 is a train operating by DB, which is the railway operator in Germany, and SCR is a British railway simulator. Also, the Class 490 is nowhere near similar to the Classes 745 nor 755. The Classes 745 and 755 are made by Stadler, and the DB Class 490 is made by Bombardier and Alstom. Oh, and another issue of that train is that it's too slow for Connect, at a top speed of only 62 miles an hour. Connect trains should have a top speed of 75 miles an hour minimum.
This train is in Germany,
which means it cannot come to SCR, because SCR is based in Britain, and not another country.
Number 2. The Class 701 Aventra on Waterline. That train was deleted in version 1.1, but why we can't have it back? It didn't suit Waterline, but still.
I also don't agree with the Class 701 coming back on Waterline, and here's why. The Class 701 is too long for Waterline. I don't have the length of the Class 701, but I assume it's similar to the Class 720's length at 122 meters. Yes. The Class 701 will do suburban services on Southwestern Railway, but because of its length, it should go on Connect instead. But you could be asking, why a Class 701 on Connect, when we have the Class 720 already? The front and sides of the 701 are quite different, and also the cab door, so the Class 701 suits Connect.
Number 3. The 777 on Waterline. That train suits Waterline a lot. If it will be added, it will be my favorite train on Waterline.
This is the first train on the list that I agree with. I really want the Class 777 on Waterline. Even though it's 4 coaches long, it's shorter than the 3-coach Class 195, so it will be able to fit all Waterline platforms, apart from Morganstown of course.
So please add
Stop saying so many T's. It's so goddamn annoying. Thank God the voice stopped saying so many T's. I think you need to learn how to use text-to-speech correctly.
Number 4. The Class 365 on Stepford Connect. This networker train was proposed to be added, but still.
Another train on the list that I agree with. I hope the Class 365 gets added to Connect when the 465 gets meshed.
Number 5. The Class 166 on Stepford Connect. Well, I guess the train don't suits Waterline.
Well, the Class 166 suits Waterline, but it also suits Connect, considering that it does regional services like Bristol to Portsmouth on Great Western Railway.
Number 6. The Class 159 on Waterline. Well, it's better than the 150 on Waterline.
I'm not sure of the Class 159 for Waterline. Well, considering that we have the Class 158 on Connect, you could say that the 159 could go on Waterline, despite it doing regional services on Southwestern Railway like Waterloo to Salisbury and Exeter. Also, the Class 150 suits Waterline a lot, because it does a lot of suburban services in England and Wales.
Number 7. The 333 on Airlink. I guess the 332 don't suits Airlink, so let's have it on both operators.
What do you mean the Class 332 doesn't suit Airlink? It suits the operator perfectly, considering that it went to Heathrow Airport, and ran on an airport express operator called Heathrow Express. The Class 333, however, doesn't go to any airport, so it doesn't suit Airlink.
Number 8, the 450 on Airlink. We have a 350, 360 and the 444 in SCR. Why we can't have a 450?
I'm gonna be honest, the Class 450 doesn't suit Airlink, because it doesn't terminate at any airport. Yes, it goes to Southampton Airport Parkway, but it doesn't really count. It would be much better for the Class 350 to be added to Airlink, considering that it went to Manchester Airport. And for the 450, it should be on Waterline instead. You might disagree on that, but although the Class 450 mainly does regional services on South Western Railway, the Class 450 also does suburban services on that operator like Guildford to Ascot, Brockenhurst to Lymington, and suburban routes from Waterloo. You might say the Class 450 suits Connect, but the Class 450 is very identical to the Class 350 on the exterior, with a few minor changes. So the Class 450 would have to go on Waterline, or not come to the game.
Numbers 9 and 10. The Class 91 and 225 on Stepford Express. Well, I don't know what to say.
I think you just mean the Class 91 on Express, which I absolutely agree with. And if you have nothing to say about it, let me add the explanation for you. The Class 91 is an electric locomotive running on London North Eastern Railway. It suits Express, because it has first class and has a top speed of 125 miles an hour. The SCR version would most likely have Mark IV coaches like in LNER, but it will need to have 4 or 5 Mark IV coaches in SCR, seeing that the Class 91 with 9 coaches, plus the driving van trailer, is too long for the game. I hope that was a good explanation for you.
Number 11, the Class 800 on Stepford Express. I guess the 801 don't suits that operator.
You've got to be kidding me, right? The Class 800 literally runs alongside the Class 801 on LNER, doing express services. The Class 801 suits Express perfectly. However, even though the Classes 801 and 800 run alongside each other on LNER, I would rather have the Class 810 on Express, considering that it looks different from the Class 801, and is 10 meters shorter.
Number 12, the 442 on Waterline. Again, IDK, what to say well.
It doesn't really suit Waterline. The Class 442 would be much better on Airlink, considering that it went to Gatwick Airport, and ran on Gatwick Express.
And finally 13, the 717 on Airlink. I think the 717 didn't suits Connect so much.
The Class 717 actually suits Connect, and here is why. Even though it does suburban services on Great Northern, it's too long for Waterline, at 121.7 meters long, so they had to put it on Connect. And it doesn't suit Airlink, because it's too slow for that operator, at a top speed of 85 miles an hour, and doesn't go to any airport. Anyways, I'm gonna move on to my final thoughts on the video, since the rest of it is his outro and a long gap between the Class 717 part and his outro. Overall Max, I don't agree with the majority of the trains that were mentioned in the video. A lot of the suggestions here didn't make sense, including the part where you suggested a German train for a British railway simulator game. Like, SCR is based in Britain, not another country, so they will only add trains that operate in Great Britain. Also, you didn't give any explanation as to why you thought one train on SCR doesn't suit the operator it's currently on. Plus, I notice quite long gaps in your video with no text. I think the editing needs to be improved here. If I had to give suggestions on how to improve that video, I would suggest looking into detail of what routes these trains operate, and also give an explanation as to why that train suits or doesn't suit that operator. However, I only agree with 4 of the trains that were mentioned in the video. That's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe for future content, and I will see you later.